Are you ready? Can crush us. It don't really get no better than this. The podcast that you're looking for if you're really heavy into wrestling. Hosted by the Mark. Energy that's so amazing. Gotta keep it entertaining. Rep the Can Crusher Nation. Yeah, you know what's going down in the ring. Lights out when you hit a ding ding. Knock 'em out like boom bada bing. Hold it down, you can crown me the king. Got a shout out to the Miz and Duke the Dumpster. We choke slamming everybody. Power driving, hit 'em with a face buster. Yeah, this the show you need and it ain't no need for waiting. Mark, hold it down for the Can Crusher Nation. All about wrestling and keep it entertaining. Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. Time to break 'em, let's go. Yeah, Can Crushers. Yeah, Can Crushers. Let's go.
What's going on, you guys? This is the CEO of Shane Taylor Promotions and the baddest of all time, Shane Taylor, and you are listening to the Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome to another edition of Can Crushers Wrestling Podcast. I predict Sir Michael Jenks is ready to rock and roll on that side. I'm Mark the Mark. Jenksy, we have so much to predict this week. We have so much going on. We've both had busy weeks. How the hell are you doing, my brother?
My brother, I'm tired. I'm old, but I got to play college football for the past week, so I can't complain too much. How are you doing, my brother?
Well, so much today as of recording. When you worry about people that are flying and they say that the plane's down and you had a nightmare the night before about the plane, and then an hour later they send you a picture of eating bonbons on their couch. You go through a roller coaster, and that's where I'm at. Like, yeah. As recording, this happened a half an hour ago to me, and I'm like, so Jenks got it all as soon as we started recording, and I'm like, this is what it is. It just, I was worried. I was ready to drive to Portland, Maine.
I mean, I don't blame you. Sometimes for the ones that we care about, we got to make the ultimate sacrifice, especially when they're in distress. Can't leave them in distress.
I like Portland, Maine. I've been there too. So it would have been to stay up there for the night, get some lobster, and then come home tomorrow. We only got there at like 4:00 in the morning.
Let's talk about that, because when would you leave? Because if you're going to watch All In live tomorrow, you got to leave right about, I would say, 5:00 in the morning.
I got up there. I'd be like, all right, let's go.
Wrestling. All right, turn around. We got to go. I'm going to miss an hour of 0 hour.
Yeah. All of that hit today, and then I'm okay. So then I just went and bought college football.
Yeah, well, as you do. As you do.
I don't need gas to go to Portland, so
I can spend it on college football.
Wasn't going to play it. I'm 1-0 in my dynasty with Delaware. I've played 2 games. One with Pitt, of course, the backyard brawl in the night, and I won. So I'm like, all right, I'm good enough to slide into Dynasty. And like I said, I was going to do Delaware, and I did. I played App State because I took the FCS off the schedule and made the schedule a little bit stupider. But Jenks, this game is, we were on the fence, and I was like, the band stuff and the music is really the true sell for me. This game's a hell of a lot crisper. Yeah. Everything is just ready to go this year. Nothing bad last year, but
it's refined, it's polished, and it's hitting you right in the face. It's pretty nice. Hell of a new game.
How many games do you play?
I played at least, I think it was at 6 or 7 now. Day 1, because I got it early release, so Monday. Did Oregon, Purdue. I also that was game 2. Delaware, Missouri State was game 1. You gotta get the newbies in the game, see what they can do. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to NCAA. Welcome to my PlayStation 5. Here's my tendencies, and here's how I'm going to play you. Here we go.
Right.
So did that, gave proper introductions for that. And then I've been doing an East Carolina dynasty type thing. First, I started with the head coach. I hate his playbook. It does not suit his team whatsoever. So then I quit that dynasty and created a new one with me in it. And, well, with my coach, the nature boy, Ric Flair. And now I'm running this one. Woo! They have Ric Flair's hairstyle on there. So I was like, oh, I guess Ric Flair's my coach. So here we go. But
Ric Flair's probably coming to Delaware too.
It was perfect. You know what? He's a great coach. The only reason I picked Ric Flair, it was fitting for the Carolinas.
Oh yeah, good call. I guess I need a wrestler from Delaware.
I think the Briscoes can be of service to you there.
They could.
Mark Briscoe. If you can find one that looks like Mark Briscoe, you'll be great.
More on him later on in the show.
Absolutely.
It's a great call, though. I definitely have to write it down now. I stole a pen from work, and I thought it was a black pen, but it's writing like baby blue.
Oh,
not. Well, that needed to go out on air. But
well, I'll say this: there was a box of pens that we were giving out as gifts for people that stayed at the hotel at the wedding. Pens write phenomenally. Do you think I can find this box of pens anywhere in this house right now? No, because I wanted to grade it so I could take some to work, have some here, whatever. I cannot find this pen box anywhere. So,
Moochie. That's all I'll say.
He hasn't been at my house yet.
He stole them.
He'll be here in 6 weeks, 4 weeks. Well, that could be.
Yeah, see?
He's up to no good.
Yeah, listen, we are set for, this is going to be all over the place till we get predictions.
It always
me and Moochie already have a budding rivalry ready. I hope we meet week 1.
You guys thought the backyard brawl was a rivalry. This one started in the chat. Oh my God, I'm praying for that. You two were on something the other day, and I'm like, God Almighty, please let them be in week 1.
Week 1.
I wish I could set the schedule.
Remake it
because
I would make the Super Bowl.
And if you two made it in the finals, the Super Bowl of our league, chef's kiss. It would be, my God, the greatest reality TV show we've ever seen. And our text message chain.
Yeah. Every wrestling thing you could think of, jabroni, suck it, bring it, everything was thrown out there. And everybody just kind of let us go, but you.
Everything was thrown out there. Well, here's the thing. I feel like half of them didn't know what to do. I just put in the Big E popcorn eating gift because it's perfect for that. I mean, this is going to be absolutely amazing for when.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to try my draft day. We could have a backstage brawl prior to.
You could.
We're fighting.
The goal is to get my basement in order enough to have the draft downstairs so that I have couches, we have space, we can spread out. Ample opportunity for you guys to find weapons if needed.
Perfect.
Just saying. No drills. Let's keep this to wrenches and hammers if we need to, but
sledge or little hammers?
Little hammers, but I could conveniently put an 8-pound sledge down there.
Okay. Good, because Moochie wouldn't be able to pick up that anyway. So yeah, it's been a week, folks.
It's been a week. It's been something else.
It's been a week of a lot of busy work. I have, get ready, I'm going to cry. And people are like, shut up about how much you're. I have 65 hours in, and I left early today. Because Sunday we worked for 15 hours on a water break underneath railroad tracks.
Oh, are you serious?
Which happened after, Jenks. Ready? Because this is a big step for me. I went kayaking.
Oh.
We kayaked in the morning. I came home, showered, the boss kayaked with me. He's
Oh.
like, cool. Are you ready to come back into work? It's Sunday, dude. What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, we have a water break underneath the railroad tracks. What are we going to do? He's like, yeah, we don't know.
We better figure it out.
Yeah.
So
2:00 in the afternoon
yeah.
until 5:00 next morning.
Fuck.
We all came home and showered and went back in 7 to 3 on Monday.
Oh my God.
Died at 3:33
Oh, I believe
until
that.
Tuesday.
Oh my God. How does one fix a water break under the railroad tracks?
Well, we had to dig out on the road side of the railroad tracks
Yeah.
for the pavement, and then essentially hand shovel to get to where
It was
we
that.
think the break is at, which the break ends up to be 3 foot long. So now we're shoveling, and remember, I'm not in the hole, but I'm doing other things. We have the young bucks in the hole, not Matt and Nicholas.
I don't know if you'd want the founding fathers in that hole.
Right. But so shovel sideways, essentially, call the railroad and say, if you have anything coming this way, you should probably
send it now,
because there's really no support.
Oh,
Dig it out, cut it out, put it in, do this, do that, clamp it all together, backfill it, and hope for the best when a train comes, which came at 1 p.m. on Monday.
well, obviously it didn't collapse.
It didn't. So, yep. Infrastructure, 175 years old.
This is what's going to happen.
More to come on that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then pool stuff. And I thought water runs were running in my house all of a sudden.
We almost had a water main break there.
Pool stuff and life stuff and getting pictures from Jenks that he was playing Monday at 3:37, and
that even rubs it worse into
yeah.
I was wondering, what did you send me? Dick bag? Was that what you sent me that day?
I think
you're like a dick bag or something. Hold on here. Yep, dick bag, LOL.
Yeah. All of that. And then to cap it all off, thinking a plane went down. So I'm like, screw it. I don't know if I have $70 to spend today, but guess what?
I'm gonna spend it anyway.
Yeah. I don't need electric next week. I don't know. I'm lying. I'm fine. But yeah. So the week has gone everywhere, but I'm ready to podcast, edit, post, take a nap, wake up, and play football until I have to do my tomorrow stuff before wrestling comes on.
Good call.
I have to take Max for donut nugs. He has not gone in a couple weeks, and he's getting a little rowdy.
Taking him? Oh, poor buddy.
Bad
being
dad.
Neglected. What the hell?
I know, but he goes to the spa on Tuesday, so there's that.
That's fair. That'll be nice for him.
So besides college football, how was your week? We need an update. How's our little buddy? We know
well, so we've had it's been an interesting week. Little man's all right. Charlie's doing all right. All day Wednesday, we took him in at 7:30. We were told, they're going to call you afterwards. We knew at one point that they usually have a deadline of 2 p.m. when the doctor gets done with these procedures type thing. So we're like, okay, so if anything, we should hear by 2, right? Like, hey, he's good, whatever. 2:30 rolls around, hadn't been heard a goddamn thing. So we don't know what's going on. She calls. We find out that they hadn't even taken him back yet. Didn't say why, didn't say anything. They're just like, well, we just haven't taken him yet. So we're like, Jesus Christ, right?
Is he coming home tonight?
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. We're like, they close at 7. We're getting closer to this deadline of when is he actually going to get done, be able to regroup and wake up and then come out. We get called about 4:30. Say, oh, he's done. You know, he had a shit ton of teeth removed, but he's clean. He's clean and has a good bill of health, right? So basically, the long story short there was he's going to be on soft food for the rest of his life, whether he wanted it or not. Little man is going to be gumming a lot of things as it is, but he's been good. Yesterday, he looked like he had 2 bee stings on the top of his nose because obviously it swelled up where they took out a lot of teeth. But he's gotten better.
Are you getting him a mask to wear for a while so he doesn't, like a Chelsea green mask?
I thought about getting him a Chelsea green mask, but the swelling went down enough to say, okay, he should be all right today. So, but he is extremely picky about his food, so that has been an ordeal and a half to get him to take a pain pill with food so that he can digest
he probably
it.
Doesn't like right now.
Doesn't like the meat paste that he has to eat right now, and it's literally just a blob of mush. Like there's no, it's, if you've ever had dog food in a can or in a package,
every day I eat it.
All right. If you don't get the good stuff and you get the more low end quality stuff, it's just basically a flat paste looking thing you scoop out and drop on a plate. It's disgusting. He doesn't want it, obviously. But he's a picky eater. So today I had to entice him by smushing a pepperoni up into a very eatable bits and putting it on this food so that he would actually eat it. He did, thankfully, but all things are going good with him. And he wants to play, but he can't play for 10 days. And he really hates us right now for that. But little man is good.
No toys at all? Like
no
balls,
toys, nothing at all for at least 10 days. He's got to heal.
So Charles is now also getting on the bad paws, essentially, of Bailey, because you can't have toys laying around for him that she's going to tease him with.
Right. So all of the toys have been put in the basement while this happens. So she's just been basically, if she's got energy, she lays in a bed and just moans and flips around and all of that stuff, try to burn off some energy. I gotta take her for walks because she's been a good sister, but she needs energy to burn. She's got energy to burn. She's a border collie. She needs to burn it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Max.
That's right. So, I mean, overall, if anything, this week has prepared us for children because there's been more diarrhea issues. No, that's not an announcement. Okay, between you and my family on Sunday, calm down.
You're the one that brought it up.
Listen, yeah. Well, I didn't tell.
Yeah, you did.
Sunday, I bought a Hawaiian shirt for Barry's birthday. It was Barry's birthday party. We were celebrating, whatnot. So, and then I'll go back to Saturday and tell you about Saturday. So Sunday, we're celebrating Barry's birthday. I find a Hawaiian shirt that I think she would like and wear. So I buy her one and I get one. Uncle Mike, Bray, duo.
Yep.
Right. So I wear mine, blue and pink, mixed in here. Nothing like flowery or anything. It's just a button-down shirt, basically. Same Hawaiian material, but it's just colors on it. Not thinking, oh, hey, as I get to the party, somebody goes, oh, hey, is that a gender reveal shirt? Do you have something to say to us? And I'm like, no, I laugh it off. 5 people later, we get past that whole thing. And I'm like, for fuck's sake.
I hate this shirt.
She pulls it out of her gift and she's like, oh, thank you, whatever. And then somebody goes, oh, good. Now you have matching gender reveal shirts for when the time comes. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, God damn it. So, yeah, this has been an ongoing joke this week with these shirts, but it's still a nice shirt, I will say. But
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mhm.
already planted
started.
now.
It's already planted. Seeds are planted. I didn't want to plant them, but I did.
Yeah, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
And how's Kimberly taking this?
She thinks it's hilarious.
Of course she does. By the way,
Listen,
I already knocked down. It's clean out your fridge week on Can Crushers. I knocked down my cherry cola brew dog, and now the modern miracle of brew dog.
I just did Juice Box double dry hopped India Pale Ale. Has vanilla, mango, tangerine, and passion fruit purees in it.
That sounds fucking phenomenal.
It was pretty good. I think it's a 4.
Did you rank it?
I'm ranking it right now. I'm doing multitasking.
Look at you.
I know, right?
So this is a wrestling podcast, though, Jenks. But you have to tell us about Saturday.
Well, I do have to tell you about Saturday, but before I do that, 1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, or 3 on what?
Just 1, 2, or 3.
3. 3 because that was Dale Murphy's number. One of my favorite players as Brave back in the 80s. I like Dale Murphy when I discovered baseball and then quickly left the Braves.
That's fair. 3 was Wizard stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hazy IPA. I just wanted to pick another beer, and I decided to have you do it for me. So,
okay.
All right.
I have 1 or 2 to pick later on.
Okay. I'll do it.
Okay. Well, no, I for you, I have to go to the fridge to get my next one.
Oh, that's fair. Do you know what they are?
No clue.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
I have that god-awful Bananas Foster.
Oh,
that I'm
you still
give
have
away
that.
to people on the podcast.
Maybe you do that during the Ask Can Crushers segment.
Yeah, we can do that. So Saturday.
So it was. So went to a. They don't have the beer on here. Saturday went to a 4th of July theme thing that my sister's friend was having. It was a good time. We had there was a pig that was roasted and cut up and thrown
on a spit.
It was on a spit. They brought it. So the company they had is a local company in here called The Cab. They do a pig roast every Friday night at their establishment. So her friends bought a pig and all that. Yeah.
Can you ask if we can do the podcast live from there one Friday night?
It's actually a nice little place. Pig, I think it's like $10 for a plate. You get the pig, and then you get like beans, mac and cheese, and something else with it for $10.
We need to reschedule a podcast. Coming up. I have to come up anyway to see Max Clark before he gets shipped up to AAA.
No, that's true. You do. So they did a whole pig. They had lovely buffet arrangement, right? So we did that. Face painting, Kona ice, whole shebang was up here, right? Poor Charlie was scared of the fireworks and that, so Kimberly only came for a little bit and went home. I stayed for the ending fireworks. They were 25 minutes long.
Oh my God.
And they had fireworks to put Cody Rhodes to shame, but they also had at 2 points big ass fireballs shoot up. So like halfway through,
like Kane was there,
like Kane, like Booker T's, like just fire. And I'm sitting there like, what the? So I'm just sitting there, whatever. Okay, it's fireworks. 15-minute mark. You're like, oh, okay, we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot. What else we got? And all of a sudden, poof, just huge fireballs. I'm literally 300 feet from where they're shooting them off. I can feel the heat. You can feel the heat in the garage of the house that was behind us. People standing
melding the vinyl siding.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I thought the fireworks blew up, and then there was an issue going on because they have a fire truck there just to make sure nothing goes wrong. But no, apparently this is planned. They did it last year. I missed it last year, but this is planned. They just shoot fireworks fireballs up, and then they did it at the end of part of the grand finale type fucking thing. And I'm like,
my God,
what in the hell fire and brimstone am I watching here that this had to happen? But it was something else. It was something else for sure.
we both hate fireworks. We both hate fireworks but was this, if you could sit back and judge, was it the best show you've ever seen?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, comparing to what fireworks shows I've seen, and I've seen a lot at the Sea Wolves that are like,
we're not counting those.
We're not counting those. But like any of the ones that I've seen, this is for sure the better one I've seen. There was a couple fireworks I have never seen before in my life. Didn't know it happened. There was one that like shot off and it looked like it was like silly string or streamers afterwards, and it was just colored in the air and it just hung for a second and then came down. So there's a couple of things like that was like, okay, that was cool. That I'll give it credit for. But outside of that, it's just like, okay. I was there for my niece.
In the last 2 weeks, we both liked the fireworks show.
We did.
We hate fireworks, but we both liked the fireworks show.
That's very true. I mean,
mine had music to it. Did you at least play music on your phone for these people?
I didn't, but my niece was playing some sort of anime fucking video during this whole fucking thing. And I'm like, are you not watching this? She goes, oh, I can do both. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? But she's like playing his anime thing. So I got anime music playing while I'm watching this. I'm like, all right.
Okay. It works.
If it works, it works.
How you're not into that beer?
I'm coming right after this other one that was very good. This one's all right. I mean, it's a good hazy IPA, but it's not what I wanted.
Right.
If it makes
not
sense.
After you had just had passion fruit, for the love of God.
Yeah, that I should have had a palate cleanser over here to kind of cleanse the palate, but
oh well. Or something to clear it up.
Exactly. I should have did the Magic Hat. But we give the people what they want.
We do.
Give the people what they want.
You have anything else on the week of craziness between us?
No comment on the new mic setup over here?
Oh, shit. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I decided
wedding gift?
No. I found it. Prime Days had a deal on Amazon, and it had a lot of decent reviews on it, and it was like 50% off. And I'm like, I'll bite the bullet. Let's go. So I bought a mic. So yeah, it's attached to the desk now. Something I wanted, but
I like mine that are half attached to the desk and they fall off halfway through because of a rounded table that it doesn't hold up on. And the same thing happened at Jenks' house last year when we were recording, and
it did, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's lasting because of the desk, but I'm not.
No, you turned it off now.
Oh, did
it's off? Off. It's still off. Good thing. Jesus Christ. Now you turned yourself off on completely. And I think I have to go in.
Do you?
There, you're good. Okay.
All right. The mic's loose, so if you turn it, apparently it turns off. I don't know, but
see, maybe nonetheless,
it's not
I like it once you get to learn how to use it.
I'll learn how to fucking use this thing. It'd be great, but right now, no. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn a playbook in college football. I can't be spreading my mind like this.
Right, an upgrade that's downgraded you.
Well, yeah. Until I figure out what the hell I'm doing.
It fits Can Crushers.
It does fit Can Crushers.
I got nothing else.
I got nothing else. Let's do what we got to do.
Do you have anything hot topics? Because we're gonna dive. We have fucking 3 things to predict this week, Jenks.
We do have 3 things to predict this week. Hot topic wise, I don't think there's been anything crazy outside of wrestling. The world basically leading up to anything. We can incorporate it all into our predictions. I will say, I don't know if you had a chance to see it, but the Paige and Swerve interaction on Collision last night was something to behold. where basically they said we don't forgive each other, but we're okay. And then Hangman's like, my family's coming, don't go near them. And it's where basically it was like, okay. But
I'll leave
think
it alone for a night.
I'll leave you alone for the night. But honestly, outside of that, I don't think there's anything too crazy that could go off of. What about you?
No, and that same thing, because like the shows, AEW was a lot of, hey, don't forget this match is going on. And then we have Scrubs wrestling. And I'm not saying Scrubs, but I said Scrubs. We have Scrubs in a match. We didn't have anything big happen in AEW whatsoever. WWE was also a feeder show, both of them essentially, because they have a lot of money in on Main Event and Evolution. But like, it was definitely, we need to get to Saturday, Sunday for both shows without a doubt.
Yep. It was like, fast and furious.
We can't have any main talent because we're fighting against AEW. We're fighting against WWE. We're all in on Sunday by ourselves. Oh, shit, we have an NXT pay-per-view at the same time as well. Like, wrestling fans' dream this weekend.
Oh, 100%. You can plop your ass on the couch on Saturday at 1 p.m. and wake up Monday morning and you've watched everything.
And you missed some.
Oh, yeah, 100%. You've missed a ton just in that time period.
Yeah.
Because
real life and wrestling.
You don't know what's happening on anything in real life. Wrestling wise, you have a decision to make at 3:00 on Saturday afternoon, this afternoon when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Because you're either choosing Great American Bash or you're choosing All In. I feel like the answer is easy on that one, but
for me it is, yeah.
For me it is too, but to each their own. Then you got to fit it all in this weekend. How do you watch it all?
Yeah. So where do you want to start? We starting with, like, no disrespect to WWE. Are we starting with the bigger pay-per-view of All In for our predictions? Because we're sliding right in, folks. And FYI, is the title on the line?
I think it has to be. We can't let this go.
Is it the entire weekend? Is it best 2 out of 3 of shows? How since you're the champ, I think you need to make that relegation for the rules.
Well, okay, what shows are we including? Because technically we have 4 with Great American Bash on Saturday.
Right.
Are we predicting that, or are we letting that go?
I don't know. If we predict it, we could go 2-2 if we're going shows. We could let it go and touch on what we watched next week of that, because I know for a fact we're both asses in seats for All In at 3:00.
100%. Yeah.
So if we do the 3, it would be All In, Saturday's main event, and then Evolution.
Right.
And then touch on NXT Great American Bash next week.
True. So 2 out of 3 falls would make sense. All right, let's do 2 out of 3 falls.
Okay. So where do you want to start then, champ?
I want to start with WWE because I think AEW is the bigger show of the weekend and is our main event.
I do too.
Our biggest thing that we want to. I was trying to think of the proper term, but I can't. So I think we start WWE.
Okay, so we start at main event. This pen is fucking horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I'd give you one of mine, but you're 2 hours away. So
2 hours 15, but
who's counting?
I would have been halfway to Portland, Maine, but that's all right.
Well, hey, whatever.
Some people's kids. Some fucking people's kids. All right, go ahead. Let's run down the show of Saturday's main event. I have the official scorebook over here.
It's like a MLB one, right? You just fill it in as you go. Home run, all in.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm really bummed about this pen because it's one of like my favorite writing style pens. It's a gel pen with like the awesome tip. Oh, maybe that's why, Jenks. I'm sure you're not going to. There's not a
yeah, there's not there's no fucking ink in that. No wonder it's gone.
okay.
It was a good pen while it lasted with ink. So, all right. Saturday night's main event. Let's start extracting predictions. Seth Rollins or LA Knight, your choice.
I'm going Seth Rollins.
So
Without
am
a doubt. Seth is not losing this. I think it's going to be one of the better matches on the show.
Yep.
I think it should start to show off to get everybody rowdy and ready to go. In case there's anything later on, because Seth said, and there's a lot of predictions, and this is why this is going to be a long show of predictions. At one point, I think Seth is going to get a championship, and it's not going to be Cody's. And I think there's a point that Roman makes a switch, and then we get Seth and Roman for that title.
Yeah. It very much could be that way. I think you're right. I agree with Seth winning. Excuse me. I think Seth is bookending the show. And that could play into a later prediction that might happen.
Mhm.
So I think Seth is bookending the show, but I think the more intriguing piece is who was Paul calling at the end of the match with Penta and Seth, because it wasn't Braun and Bronson. They were ready to go to come out and fight.
Right.
It was a fourth man. And now the question is, who is that fourth man? And how will they play into either the main event or maybe the first match? I don't think it'll be the first match. I think it'll be the main event of Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I'll be interested in that piece of it. All right. You ready?
Did you like Braun just ripping the mic out of his hand earlier this week, though?
I love that.
Yeah.
First of all, that segment was so chaotic because you didn't know what was going to happen. Braun ripping the mic out of the hand. Seth and Heyman played it off perfectly. Seth was playing it off perfectly the whole thing, especially when Heyman was even speaking in Spanish through half the interview, half the promo. So I think this is really starting to show the first crack of many. And also, if you noticed,
and it's early.
It's very early. Bronson and Braun dominated in what they were doing that night. Seth struggled to put away Penta. So I think that adds to the crack that is already building and can help build upon that even further.
So long-term prediction, Braun's actually the one that takes the title off of Seth? By Roman?
I think he has to be.
Yeah,
I think it makes more sense that he is the one that they are gearing up for it. The question becomes, though, when? Do we
6 to 8 months?
Do we pull it at Mania?
No.
You don't think we pull it at Mania? I could see them pulling it at Mania, though.
Okay.
Braun wins the Rumble. They give him the accolades, and then we're on our way at that point.
I still say the Rumble's for a title.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, you ready?
We're tied so far.
We're doing good. Let's do Randy versus Drew up next. This one's a little difficult, but I think this is going to help play into Randy turning heel at some point. So I think Drew's going to get the victory over Randy here. And we're just getting Randy to the point where he needs to turn.
It's going to be a dirty victory for Drew, which makes Randy think he needs to go back down the same spot because he shouldn't lose to Drew McIntyre. He is bigger than Drew McIntyre. Drew does something cheap. Randy, as he's been recently, takes that pause outside the ring and kind of just like glances and says, remember when I was punning legends and I was that bastard and I did so much more with my career than I'm doing right now? Yada, yada, yada. So completely agree. Randy's taking the loss, but Randy wins this. You know what I mean? The match doesn't matter It could be Drew, it could be me, it could be you, it could be Steve Lombardi, whoever, Abe Knuckleball Schwartz, whoever it wants to be in this match would get the win over Randy, because the story is what Randy does after this.
100%.
Does he go balls to the wall right after this to Drew, or is it still a stare and the next person that beats him gets the real Viper?
Yes. I think it's the next person is the real Viper. I know you were asking a rhetorical question, but I will jump on that and say,
yes, but you just said yes. There was two
Yes.
questions, and you're like,
yes. 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 Randy is jumping the next person because it's going to be probably SummerSlam, and it'll have a more lasting impact there.
Right.
So
you're a 5 a.m. saint.
Oh, well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You do wizard stuff.
I do wizard stuff.
You do?
I very much do.
All right. Now that we're children, U.S. champion Solo versus Jimmy Uso.
I think this one's easy. Solo just won it 3 days ago, essentially, in my mind. This is a big win for him over Jimmy.
Yeah.
In the bloodline aspect. So I think this is easy.
Yeah. I would agree with that. I don't think this isn't the play they want. It'll be Solo in Jacob Fatu again at SummerSlam. Yeah. This is just a bump in the road to get Jimmy back involved in the whole storyline. So
what happens when we tie when it's best 2 out of 3?
How the hell are we? Oh, I guess nobody wins. It's a draw. Does Vacant get the title?
Well,
so here's the thing. If we tie on every single goddamn pay-per-view,
you retain.
I probably retain. But like if you win one,
we're not
then
going
I
to...
don't. If we go one across the board, does it just get held up, or do I retain?
You retain. It would be like a time limit draw.
All right. Okay. Hold on, I'm patting my championship so I don't lose it again.
Yeah. Are you putting more beer in it?
So the beer's already in there. There's 3 in there. There's 2 in there now. I took one out, so there's 2 left. All right. Gunther versus Goldberg for the World Heavyweight Championship. I regrettably think they are going to pull some bullshit shenanigans here.
First and foremost, make sure this is it. There's only 4 matches on the main event.
There's only 4 matches right now named for main event.
And no disrespect, they're not going to throw like the U.S. women's title or anything on it, because that's all Sunday.
Exactly. So there's no women on this show. If there is, it's like a backstage segment or something to basically elevate Evolution there. This is the men's showcase this weekend. The women's is on Sunday.
Right.
Saying that, God, I really hate that this could happen. No, you know what? I'm going to stop it. I'm picking Gunther because I thought the possibility was there. It's Atlanta. They'd be stupid. They'd, pull the trigger on Goldberg beating Gunther for some reason. And then Seth would cash in. I think Seth cashes in, but it's going to be with Gunther walking out with the title.
So you think, so you're taking Gunther.
Yes.
To win over Goldberg.
Correct. But lose Seth. Because they're going to want to make some sort of wave at Saturday night's main event. Yeah.
Moving forward.
Exactly.
Because our Saturday night's main events must watch. I don't think so.
Not right now.
With something like this happening, I completely agree. This is where we'll separate, because I'll be that guy. They want to give fucking Goldberg his flowers.
Yeah.
We're on the same page, though. Gunther is going to beat the ever-loving shit out of Goldberg then. Seth comes out, curb stomps him, 1, 2, 3. Seth ends the night with the title. So is that 2 predictions for us? We essentially made 5 matches.
Well, let me ask you this. So your prediction is who wins?
Goldberg.
Goldberg wins,
But
Gunther kicked the shit out of him and Seth cashes in on him.
so we both have Seth leaving with the title.
We both have Seth leaving with the title. I don't think that's 2 predictions. We've created 5 matches, but we can't predict the volatility of the Money in the Bank briefcase.
So
now,
if we have separated, so if Gunther wins, nothing happens, you win this pay-per-view, this card, whatever the fuck we're calling it. There's the explicit.
Well, I think Dick Bag took us over that one a while ago.
Touché. So if Seth doesn't cash in, you would still win with Gunther. If Seth doesn't cash in and Goldberg would happen to win and not get destroyed, I win.
Yeah.
There's our separation for that one.
There's a separation. Okay, so these are in stone right now.
They're in pen.
They're pen, they're stone. Good. My only fear is we're both going to get fucked. Neither man wins the match because Seth makes it a triple threat, and they use Braun and Bronson to corner Gunther, take him out, and then Seth just does Goldberg in. Or they use Braun and Bronson.
Then we extend this because it's Can Crusher rules that we both get the point because Seth leaves with the title.
Okay, that's fair. But then we're still in a tie. So it doesn't matter if we get the point or we don't get the point, we're tied.
Right.
Nobody's winning the pay-per-view. Got it. But I do think that's a legitimate possibility as well because they would all make it like he cashed in at WrestleMania.
Right, because then you have Seth's first match set up at SummerSlam.
Right.
Monday when CM Punk comes out and attacks him.
Exactly. But here's the other flip side of that, though. I could see them pulling. This is why at last minute I picked Gunther because I was coming into this picking Goldberg. Gunther loses to Seth. You have put Gunther in a babyface role for Gunther versus Seth at SummerSlam, and they save Punk for a later time and a later date for whatever that stipulation match is. So that's where my thought is. Goldberg, he's just giving somebody else the flowers at that point.
His last real match, he gets a win, and then he gets screwed over.
Yeah. Because listen, they don't have room on the card anymore for Goldberg. I mean,
no.
SummerSlam right now is booked to the T. Jelly Roll needs to have his celebrity match in this. So,
God damn you!
What?
Who is Jelly Roll gonna have a match against?
My thought is it has to be Austin Theory because he chokeslammed Austin Theory in Cleveland at SummerSlam.
Okay.
And Triple H apparently doesn't have any faith in Austin Theory whatsoever.
I know. At one point, he was the hottest thing coming. Like, he's a good-looking man. He's all of that. He's got talent.
Yeah. I think that's the Vince McMahon storyline kind of fucked him on that because I think ever since then it just kind of tanked his stock.
Yeah.
So, all right. We're there.
You watching that live?
I think so. Or if I'm not, I'm watching it Sunday morning probably. We'll see how I get out of All In because let's be honest, there's going to be several beverages consumed during All In.
Right. And right. And I completely agree. By then, I may need to get some football in.
Yeah. I'm going to try to do some in the morning.
It's going to happen on All In.
Listen, yeah, agreed. I'm going to, that Avengers matchup at the end of the fucking All In is going to be something else. So, my plan tomorrow, get some football in, give the TV up to the wife because obviously I'm going to consume it for the rest of the afternoon.
Weekend.
Watch wrestling, maybe play later or just give her the TV back and kind of sprawl out and scroll the Twitter feed.
You know what you need? You need the 2 TV setup.
I do need to, you know what I'm going to be doing?
Yeah,
The 2 TVs sit in the basement. Yeah, there's 2 TVs down there waiting to be used.
Yeah.
So,
like main event, if main event is watched live, it will be on 40-inch. And then college football is on the
big
75-inch.
As it should be.
Right.
At this point, so in the man cave, I have 2 TVs down there. They're older TVs. They're going to be the setup. Right? I think one's 40, one's like 32.
Yeah, you have to start someplace. You have to start
someplace. And at some point, there will be a bigger TV down there, and there will be 3. So I'm going to have... I'll go 3.
Now you're trumping me. So now
I'm going to go 3 box. You got to go 3 box. I mean, it's... Eventually, we're going to go back and forth so much, we'll have an octo box where we can put every football game.
You remember COVID time when everybody had their own face?
Oh, yes.
What was it called?
In the Thunderdome?
The Thunderdome.
Yeah, the Thunderdome.
I'm going to have, and I don't want them to be 40s. That's the downfall. Like 40-inch TVs. No disrespect to anybody who has 40-inch TV.
Gotta go big.
I need like 6 65 or biggers.
Once you get a TV bigger than 60-inch, you never go back.
No.
I will swear that. I bought the 70-inch when I moved into my house. Keep it. That is the game. That is what you need.
The 40 for random wrestling shows like main event's going to be kind of makes me mad. I'm like, how can I squeeze a 60 in between?
Which one's going to have Tough Man on it? Whatever that West Virginia Tough Man.
That doesn't start again until like.
Oh, it's on off. It's off season.
It's off season right now.
I thought they just fucking found these people in the woods and just started slapping them around.
They do, but there's an off season every once in a while. There's
January. It's off till January.
It is.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Are you coming to Wheeling with us this year? You need to. You need to.
I need to know when, and then I need to know. I gotta watch this first live to see what the fuck I'm getting into. I
will bring the box, the almighty box.
I need to know what simpleton bullshit I'm watching when this happens.
Unfucking believable is what it is. And then when you're there and you have like a Yingling or something in your hand watching it, you're like, this is the greatest thing ever in my life. Thanks for bringing that back up.
You're welcome.
You can rewatch them. I'll send you links that you can rewatch them because
you know what? I do want to link because I want to watch at least one of these to see what. Oh my god! All right,
what you're missing?
I'm missing?
What you're missing?
100%.
All right, we're trucking on to Evolution. That's a hell of a fucking transition from main event to Tough Man to Evolution.
That is a hell of a transition. Are you ready? All right, ladies, here we go. All right. Evolution. I'm trying to read these however we have them on here. All right. Let's start with the Fatal 4-Way for the women's tag team championship.
The main event.
They haven't. So this is where I'm going to make the call that the main event's probably going to be Io and Rhea.
That's what I would think.
So excuse me. I think that's going to be the main event. I don't know what's going to start this match, but we're going to go with that.
Okay.
All right. Let's start with the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's World Tag Team Championships. Mark, that's Raquel and Roxanne versus Charlotte and Alexa versus Sol Ruka and Zarya versus the Kabuki Warriors. Who do you have?
I love the Kabuki Warriors. Absolutely love the Kabuki Warriors. And everybody's like, yeah, Asuka's awesome. I'm more of a Kairi fan than all.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's their time again.
Right.
Sol, no, I don't think they're going to give it the NXT team.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense for Roxy to actually defend the title one time with Raquel to be the champion, because right now she's just a placeholder.
Yeah.
But I said it last week, and I've said it since I've been to SmackDown. This only makes sense in my mind that Alexa and Charlotte get this, have a little bit of a run, and then they break up because they're already frenemies as it is, and it gives them something to do on one of the random other pay-per-views or steal a SmackDown as a main event. Like, I'm clamoring for this. They can have a 2-3 month run with this and it'll be fun. I want to see that horrible interaction they're going to have. To me, this is something cool right now. You know how we always bitch about, oh, they're just throwing teams together. This is one that actually works. I know it's Rock and Sock, and it's Stone Cold and Rock, and Stone Cold and Triple. All those teams that back then, you're like, I don't believe they're fucking tag team champions. How are they going to do this? Da, 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 da. It works with Alexa and Charlotte because, one, they're both bitches. They're both good. They're both non-bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not calling them back. You know, this just works on both of their characters. Maybe it gets Charlotte to the baby face that she kind of wants to try again. And we can get evil ass Alexa back because we love that she's back.
Mm-hmm.
She's supposed to kind of be a naughty girl, a bad girl. We're just happy Alexa's back. We need her as, again, bitchy, dastardly Alexa.
No.
This is the perfect way for them to do it and get that transition across. Give them the titles, have them shit on each other at some point down the line.
Yeah.
Lose it to the Kabuki Warriors or whomever, and then we're good to go. And we're also building up the tag team ranks with Soul and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because I don't want Judgment Day to have all the titles.
That's
I'm
fair.
not a huge fan of, like, they have tag titles. They have this, they have that. Plus, it's the same story from Liv to Rhea to Roxy to Raquel. They can't keep them. If there's one prediction I'll stamp, they're not keeping the titles. There will be new tag team champions. Either Kabuki Warriors or my pick of Charlotte and Alexa.
That's fair.
That was very long-winded. Sorry.
You were ready for that one.
I was. I really was because I'm excited about this.
Good. I will say we're going to separate here. I don't agree. I think for every reason you listed, they are going to keep it with Judgment Day and Roxanne and Raquel because I do think they're going to play the long-term storytelling with the Judgment Day in which they are going to show they don't need Liv, right? So Roxy steps in, they defend the title successfully. Everything is hunky-dory, at least until SummerSlam. SummerSlam, I could see Charlotte and Alexa taking the tag titles off of them as a champion, as a challenger for that. But right now, I think they are going to lose just because there's so many teams in here. And I think Solruka and Zarya are in here just strictly to take a pinfall. And I think Judgment Day takes advantage of that. Roxy will probably pin one of them to make it happen. So you throw that all out there. I'm throwing in here. They're trying to push Judgment Day hard and give them the accolades. So for some reason, they can argue that Judgment Day is one of the greatest factions of all time at some point, because you know that'll be coming here. It's been 5 years since they were formed.
Which Judgment Day, though?
They're going to count them all.
Day?
They're going to count them all.
The beginning?
Count them all from Edge all the way through.
To Roxy running it. Because that's what's going to happen in time.
100%. And that's the long-term story. The long-term storytelling that they're trying to say with Judgment Day is, okay, Roxy is now fit into this role. Roxy's going to lead this team. She'll replace Liv. We're going to basically phase Liv out because they had a funeral service basically for this week with a memorial and well, not the cake. The cake was for Dom and AJ, but they have built it up so Liv can be forgotten until she comes back.
Oh, yeah. Liv throwing Roxy out of the Royal Rumble.
100%.
That's when Liv comes back. And we are all going to be so happy Liv comes back.
Right. Oh, yeah. Everybody's going to celebrate that.
Baby face Liv.
Maybe.
Guaranteed.
All right. All right.
I'll put...
What are you putting on?
A can of beer.
Okay. Can of beer.
Yeah.
Can of beer. That's fair.
I was going to say a paycheck. I was going to say my hair. My hair might not be here by Royal Rumble anyway. So
well, don't worry. Mine's quickly following. So mine's getting thrown out of the Rumble at this point. All right.
Next
there
up.
we go. Next up, no holds barred, Jade and Naomi. Did you pick last time? I think it's made now. Okay, so they're gonna give it to Jade because Jade needs to get wins at this point. So I'm picking Jade.
Right, which could lead into this might be the first match.
Yeah, it could be.
This could possibly be the first match of this for Naomi for later, maybe. Maybe. We'll talk about it. But I agree too. This is Jade's to win because we'll wrap back around when it's Jade Naomi for the title. Right?
So you think it's going to happen here versus at SummerSlam?
I don't know.
Well, that's where I'm kind of hung up saying, okay, Jade's going to get this win, but I think the cash in is at like SummerSlam because they want to build that up for it. I don't think they pull the trigger here, essentially.
Right.
But
you just ruined it for me. You're right. I completely agree. Because what I'm thinking, like, Jade wins it at SummerSlam, Naomi cashes in, Naomi carries it, Jade's crawling up to get it.
Yeah.
Gives more time for Jade to refine, which I have been saying for years. You give this to Jade now. I don't know.
Yeah,
another month could be huge. We'll leave it at that.
I would agree. I think you spread this out enough, it might be worth something, right? So we'll see what happens. All right. Battle Royal for the women for a championship match at the pay-per-view. I don't know who the list of women are right now. It's a who's who. So, Mark, who do you think is going to win?
I don't know.
I've been looking for a final list of participants and I cannot find one.
Well, see, this Battle Royal could have surprises.
Right.
I have some ready.
Okay.
It could be a returning Paige.
Could be.
Free agent. It could be a returning AJ Lee. It could be, depending on how deep you want to go in the dirt, an introduction of Britt Baker. It could be, a Mickie James coming. So when they go to Perth, it could be this, it could be that. I do think a lot of surprises are going to be in this Battle Royal. Yes. I don't think anybody reappearing or making a debut gets a win. If the Kabuki Warriors weren't in this is a perfect spot for either one of them. So almost shame on WWE for wasting them on Evolution, because you could have Asuka win this. Anytime Asuka's against a champion, it's a noteworthy match.
Right.
I'll say the same thing about Kyrie. She doesn't get as much love as Asuka, but they are pushing her a little bit more with the vignettes and everything. It could have made some perfect sense for her to get one of those matches.
Yeah.
I don't, just because I love her, and why the hell not put her on a championship shot once in a while? Why can't Chelsea get it? She deserves it.
Yeah.
Wrestling Internet Society, tell me she doesn't deserve a shot from what she's done in the last 2 years of just her hokiness and carrying it.
Right.
I'll go Chelsea. I'll go Chelsea because.
All right. I like it. I agree. There's going to be a lot of surprises in this. It's stinks because it's a battle royal, so you'll get the surprises right out the gate kind of thing. We're not getting a Royal Rumble kind of reveal. I think you're going to get a lot of current stars, but a lot of people that are legends from Nikki's already been announced for it because Liv's injured, whatnot. I don't think it gets past Stephanie Vaquer. I think that's your winner of it. I think that's the obvious one right now. I like the Chelsea pick because obviously, why not just give her the shot at it? But I think it's Stephanie Vaquer that's going to take it. Do I think there's like a returning Page for this one? Absolutely. Soraya Page is obviously a free agent, can walk into this. I think AJ Lee's going to show up at the pay-per-view. I don't think it's in the Battle Royal because I think she's too big for that Battle Royal.
Yep.
She's CM Punk level.
Oh, without a doubt.
Walkout at Survivor Series 2023, right? So at the end of it, take the breath out of the stadium type thing. And they need that in these shows that they're competing against All In. I think there's a reason. I'm going to make this prediction now. There is a reason they put on WWE Vault the history of AJ Lee with the Evolution pay-per-view.
Right.
There's a reason for that. And I think AJ Lee recently posted something that was kind of like, that makes you think.
Yeah. Feeding along.
Don't be surprised if she shows up, but at the end of this pay-per-view kind of thing. But I think during this Battle Royal, there's a lot of different people. There's going to be some surprises, but this is Stephanie's to lose.
We both said this, I think, a month ago. I wanted to be Chelsea, but Steph and Rhea at Perth only makes sense because that's when this title is going to happen.
Yep, 100%.
It'll be a great match. It'll be another showcase for people that still don't know how good Steph is. Like, she'll look amazing in a match. Rhea will keep the title when she's over in Perth because that's just what it is.
That's how it happens.
Spoil everything going fucking forward.
Right.
But, yeah.
100%. All right. So we got that. Let's do the IC title match. Becky, Bayley, Lyra for the IC championship. This one's throwing me for a loop. So on the one hand, Becky Lynch could retain the championship. That's great. That sets up could set up Bayley and Becky at SummerSlam. But it could also set up Lyra and Bayley at SummerSlam if Lyra wins the title and Becky doesn't want to continue forward with it. However, I'm going back to we're going to see Becky at SummerSlam. You have to. It has to be for something. It's an IC title match. I think Becky wins this one and carries it to face Bayley at SummerSlam.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I think there might be a little bit of teaming up on Lyra.
Yeah.
In this match. And then Becky just turns and waylays. Why am I losing my voice?
I don't know.
Turns and waylays Bayley, but pins Lyra. And then Bailey Becky at SummerSlam is going to be something.
100%.
They've built this up goodness enough. We'll talk about SummerSlam then, because I think we're both on the same page there.
Yeah.
Without spoiling anything, but Becky needs to get to SummerSlam. Becky not with the title and not completely associated around this. Lyra can sit out SummerSlam. You're not going to have Bailey sit out WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
Yeah.
So that was built from WrestleMania.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's been a great fucking story because we're finally putting the pieces together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This has been the best women's storyline for the year so far. It's really tracked to be very good. Lyra has proven that she could stand with Becky. She's proving she can stand with Becky and Bailey. Eventually, it'll be Bailey versus Lyra down the road for something, for a lot going on instead of just
Survivor Series or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there are the plans. The seeds are there. But yeah, this is definitely a Becky Bailey situation for 2 nights at SummerSlam.
Yep. Love it.
Love it too. All right. WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffy versus Trish. And I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. It's time. And that's all I'll say. She came out in Pittsburgh and people were like, oh.
We're getting it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiffany's not going to have the title long after this.
SummerSlam's the limit for Tiffy, but I think Tiffy gets through Trish, get the notch on the belt, move forward type thing. So, all right. NXT Women's Championship. JC versus Jordan. I'm going to go Jordan. I think they're pulling the trigger here because of every single vignette I've seen so far from Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace. Just seem like they are setting up Jordan to be betrayed at some point by Blake Monroe. Probably because we've seen this story time after time.
Almost like it's timeless.
It's almost like it's timeless. You're absolutely right. So I think Jordan wins the women's championship here. There needs to be a title change. I think this is the title change. And then that sets up Blake at some point getting the title off of Jordan.
Agreed, because JC's got a lot going on in TNA as well right now.
Yeah,
that's a lot going on. Listen, I am glad JC Jane finally got her flowers. I think she's done great. I called this fucking 5 years ago. Chi should have been in the mix as well of doing some of this as well. JC's always been one of my favorites. I agree. This was just a holdover to get it finally to Jordan, who was a signing a year ago, essentially. And they're like, oh, shit. We have Julia. We have Steph. We have this. We have that. We just gave Jordan Grace $1 trillion. That's a real number, folks, by the way. Well, how do we get it to her? Oh, okay. We'll just send people up to the main roster to get them away so they forget that they were in NXT.
Yep.
We get an injury. JC Jane gets it. JC's been the catalyst of NXT for
however long.
Forever.
Yeah.
You give her flowers. She does great. She's doing so much in TNA right now, too, which is JC Jane is living her best life right now across the board.
100%. She's the workhorse right now.
Better than when it was Toxic Attraction. She's doing so much more right now. But without a doubt, this is the whole timeless storyline all again. They are just pillaging it from AEW. Which I'm not mad that Mariah May is going to be champ sooner than later.
I'm not either. It's sometimes hard to watch, though, and it's not because it's Jordan. It's hard to watch because you know where it came from. And they're just playing off of we have fans that have no idea what AEW is about and what they've done. So we're going to we're just going to pillage the story.
We're going to regurgitate the same fucking story.
We're going to WWE bastardize it, and then we're going to throw it back in their face and say, this is fresh new content. Here you go. Love it. And that's it. Then just leave it like that.
Who is this Blake Monroe?
Yeah.
She's really good.
Yeah. Who is this woman? I've never heard of her before.
Right. Yeah. And the downfall is it's against Jordan Grace, who is unbelievable. We love Jordan Grace.
Unbelievably talented, but kind of getting fucked in this whole thing because she is the stepping stone for this all to come about. At some point, I want Jordan Grace to become just a juggernaut that has no feelings and is remorseless and just steamrolls people, because that's what she should be built as this powerful woman that can just dominate.
Yeah. This is to get Jordan a title, to ship her ass to the main roster right after WrestleMania when her and Rhea say, oh, we're going to meet sometime down the line.
Yep.
Because that's what's going to happen. Jordan is made for Rhea right now. Rhea's made for Jordan right now. It's Andre the Giant against Big John Studd. Those are two biggest, buffest, women that you want to see happen.
Yeah.
They crossed paths and looked at each other one time 2 years ago at Royal Rumble. Now we're just waiting for it. Nothing against Mariah. We love Mariah here on Can Crusher. So there's no one be like, we love her. They're just going to give her the title real quick.
Mm-hmm. And then the question then becomes, who's taking it off of her?
Right.
And we don't know.
We don't know.
All right. Final match of the evening. Women's
I already ruined mine.
World Championship. Io versus Rhea. Who you got?
I'm going to go. As much as I want it to be Io to get the win, we've just laid out, at least I have the women's division for a while.
Yeah.
I think I don't want Rhea to have it back. I really don't. But I think it's going to happen. I really do. And then you might see some changes that maybe Io's heading to Raw or this, that, because there's a plethora of stories over there that she could have. I just, it's Rhea's time again.
Yeah. So much of the hype building up to this has been Rhea has not beaten Io in a match. And to your point, some point she has to do it. And why not at the probably properly named Evolution, because she's evolved her game to finally beat Io. I said Rio. Oh boy, right. I'm bringing in the wrong one. She might be coming. Who knows?
Forever.
I don't know. Maybe. But in all intents and purposes, Io will probably lose to Rhea at Evolution. So I completely agree with that.
So what do we have different?
We have.
Listen, if either one of us win the Battle Royal,
Fatal 4-Way in the Battle Royal, I think right now.
Yeah. The Battle Royal is a crapshoot, but you're completely right. I believe it's Steph. I just always will go Chelsea to get.
You gotta support your girl. I mean, that's where it's at.
Some flowers.
Hey, this is Mariah May, the glamour, but you knew that. And you're listening to Can Crushers.
All right. Welcome back. We have beers. We're stocked. We're ready to go. What do you have this time?
Oh, so I have to add a commercial break there, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna make you add one.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Deal. You didn't know anything about the commercial break that just happened, nor did I.
I like to shake things up when I'm 2 beers in. What are the alcohol content on these anyways? I'm feeling good. Oh, that one's 8%.
All right, well, then let's do mine. Go ahead, do yours.
Oh, God. My two were 8% and 7%, respectively.
a 7 from my cherry cola, and a 5.6 from my 5 a.m. Saint, and I'm at a 6.5 with the Southern Tier Atomic Rush, which is a great fucking beer.
Sounds delicious. Okay, the one I'm drinking now is a 6% with the Mandarin and Mango Crush. So I've got an 876. There's a Magic Hat in this bag. What is this at? Oh, 5.1. Disappointment. I thought I was hitting these on the even numbers here. God, right on the number. But
what's Jenny's phone number? Do you know Jenny's phone number?
8675309. Okay. Jack.
Sure.
If you don't know Jenny's number at this point, you are too young, or you didn't listen to good music when you were growing up.
Touche.
So,
your niece knows Jenny's number, right?
If she doesn't, I'm going to blame my sister.
Yeah, I'd blame your sister for a lot, but that's all right.
I mean, yeah, I've scarred them all for life. They had to grow up with me, so. But
you know my favorite song right now?
What is your favorite song right now?
Is Alex Warren's Ordinary. A little sappy.
I haven't heard it yet.
It's a good song.
Wait,
Kimberly will love it.
All right. What's this? Alex Warren?
Yeah.
What is it called?
Ordinary.
Okay.
You're going to hate it.
I don't know. I might like it. Who knows?
Okay.
I can be a sappy guy. Do you want to know what my favorite song has been since before the wedding? When I finally listened to it?
The Final Countdown?
No. That was at the wedding, and it was fantastic.
Carry on my word.
No, we had to make sure that we played Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan because
I fucking love Pink Pony Club.
Pink Pony Club is a great song. I had not heard it in full until about 3 weeks before the wedding. And as soon as I heard it, I'm like, well, then I'm a Pink Pony Club member because I'm singing this shit every chance I get. So
on the back of the garbage truck, belting that today. People are looking at me. I love that song.
That song is amazing. I'll tell you this for a stretch. It was Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan. Then I would immediately play Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar just to throw things off. And it was a fantastic combo.
I'm going to try that out.
Yeah, try it out. Also, fuck Drake. So here we go. We're good. We're moving forward. We're all in, baby. So
another reason why we don't get YouTube videos. Can we talk about Great American Bash? We'll just sum it up real quick a little bit.
Sum it up. The matches for Great American Bash to get us back into wrestling. Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy. Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame for the Women's North American Championship. Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints for the Men's North American Championship.
AEW all over that.
Yeah, right. Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe versus Fatal Influence. And then Obafemi versus Yoshiki Inamura for the NXT title. Great card so far. We know we're not going to watch that live. We're all in on All In. We're watching that. I will say Great American Bash has a great card to it. A couple of these, I think the biggest one is Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe Fatal versus Fatal Influence is basically to push forward Evolution
right
the next night.
Without a doubt.
100%. So we'll see what happens there. You made the comment on Ethan Page and Ricky Saints. This is AEW 100% all over it. It's probably going back to Ricky Saints at this point, but who knows? There's a lot of good matches on this card, but I don't think a lot of title changes either.
No, I think it's the NXT diehards who are going to watch this over. We didn't know Ethan Page and Ricky Starks ever happened.
Right. 100%. Is it the diehards or is it the WWE diehards that refuse to accept AEW?
Touche. That.
Yeah.
We'll cover it next week as well, but I don't think predictions to be made because it could go either way. The only match without a doubt that I'll say is Jordan and Blake run away with it.
They should. And if they don't, I think further cements that Jordan's winning on Sunday because it's 50-50 booking at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this should be Jordan's weekend to shine, but you never know.
Or
I knew it was coming.
Does Jordan get hurt and actually it's Mariah May against JCJ and actually Blake Monroe? Does Blake get the title shot and she gets the title right then and there, which makes the whole fucking storyline of Blake and Jordan separate a lot quicker, which keeps Jordan then down in NXT for a purpose for a while because JC's busy on TNA doing cool shit. You can instantly take her away from the title. You didn't think I was fucking prepared. Instantly keep her away from the title.
This prepared.
You get these two running amok then for a while because Jordan gets taken out in this tag match.
I love this. I think I would love if they go this route.
Instantly Blake's champ.
It would make the most sense because then it's who did it, or like it could be Jordan gets taken out beforehand. Blake is in a handicap match. She can't find anybody to support, or maybe she finds like an underling that's going to be that person that kind of separates it. Yeah, exactly. And, maybe they beat Fatal Influence or they lose the Fatal Influence because it's just because she was planning to have Jordan there and it didn't happen. There's a lot of possibilities here to kind of keep that storyline going. And to your point, stretch this out until you get to a Mania season or whatnot. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I do like that a lot. So we're going to be watching Great American Bash just to see if that happens.
I actually hope it does. I hope it does, which would ruin our predictions a little bit because we doing it willy-nilly. I didn't want to throw it out right on Evolution that it could be Blake Monroe.
I mean, I get that, but at the same token, it's like I think it's an outside chance because I also don't think they want to take that chance, but it's Sean's show. And if we've seen anything from Shawn Michaels, he will do what he wants down there.
Yeah.
On NXT. So it could happen at some capacity. So we'll just have to wait and see.
We will.
All right.
We're ready for our main event, though, folks.
It's time. This isn't Texas Death, but this is all in. We are all in Texas for this match. We'll start at 0 hour like we normally do. We always do 0 hour because I know Mark is just dying to pick the Costco guys match that's going to come up. So
the downfall is if I want a point, I have to fucking pick these idiots. Boom.
And what's sad is it's the Callis family versus Big Boom, the Kyle O'Reilly, Ishii, and Hologram. By the way, Ishii and the Rizzler in the same photograph. Disturbing.
Yeah.
At the same token, but that's the 8-man tag match, and I think it's my pick. I'm obviously gonna pick Big Boom because he's probably gonna be the one to get the pinfall on Trent in this match because it's RPG Vice, Lance Archer, and Hechicero. So,
do you think it's Trent or do you think it's Archer who just continues to take losses?
You know what? Might be Archer because Tony Khan hates big men.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could be that. It could be Trent or Lance Archer. Honestly, it's probably Hechicero, but I'll say Trent.
We can move on. Because I
know
what the downfall is. I agree with you, and that's
they will never lose because they're not fully in the company at this point.
Right. Nor should they ever be.
Yeah.
Ever.
No, I agree. They shouldn't be.
The little bastard's going to get up on the ring and rub his face and distract somebody.
Okay. I'm going to say this. I was the same size as this fucking kid. back when I was younger, and I got no notoriety whatsoever.
Right?
Apparently, I had no Riz, as the kids say back then. But you know what? The Rizzler, more power to him. Good luck. Hopefully, he finds a way to make this continue somehow when he's older. Wow, we were two old guys yelling at a little kid. This is going great so far. Anyways, next, Outrunners FTR. This
is great already.
This is fantastic. I love this. The first match was good. Who do you think's got this?
Neither, both. I want this. This could be, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my god, this is a 0 hour match." This could be a tag team match of the year match.
100%.
Listen, I know they're your homeboys, FTR. They've been on this roller coaster. I like that they're bastards. I love all of this. I love that. I still think they should have, the Blade Runners should have had, a title for a little bit. Maybe this is the push. Maybe this is the time that they're going to get it. Maybe I want them. I want them over FTR. That's why I'm going to take them. This is all heart. This one's all heart, probably no head.
I believe you, and I want to be with you on this because I would love the Outrunners to get a run with the tag titles.
Did I say Blade Runners, by the way?
You did say the Blade Runners, but yes, you know what? That's from the 80s.
Yeah,
it's from the 80s. It's the same difference. You're good. You're good.
Blade Runners?
I knew we knew who you meant.
Yeah,
the Outrunners. It's from the 80s. Agree. I would love that too.
I don't think it's going to happen. No,
I don't think it's going to happen because I think FTR before this past week was the team on the slate to beat the Hurt Syndicate. And if things carry forward with the Hurt Syndicate and FTR, I think that would be a fantastic match to end it. I'm going to pick FTR just so that they keep momentum and keep winning. But I do think that they gave the Outrunners kind of a draw win last time to kind of make them, okay, they're kind of even. So now it's a dastardly thing to win it kind of thing. But
if they win dastardly, I'm all right with it. I don't want it to be a clean victory then. I'll say with my Blade Runners, Outrunners.
It has to be dirty, and I think it will be dirty because Stokely's
miserably dirty.
Stokely's there. So I think it has to be a dirty win.
Okay.
All right.
I don't believe I said Blade Runners. Sting and the Ultimate Warrior are not going to be on this match. No,
it's a shame they should be. The Dingo Warrior and Sting should be on this match to win it.
Right. I agree. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm not a wrestling fan.
Main show. You're good. Main show. The World Trios Championship, God forbid, has been put on the line here, guys. So mark your calendars. Ops is defending against Claudio, Wheeler, and Gabe Kidd. I feel like I'm picking Ops because Gabe Kidd doesn't hang around too often. So I'll pick the Ops, on this one to win. But I'm making this the first time
they really defended the titles since they won them.
They haven't. This is the first time they've defended them, yes. So the first defense, they need to win, I feel like. Gabe Kidd doesn't hang around that long, obviously, in the company. So, and I feel like this is going to happen 1 or 2 because obviously there's going to be 25 people involved in the main event. So I'm picking Ops here.
Me too.
Okay.
The exact same reason. This is to be like, oh, but they were on the card already. They might not be around. They might have packed up and started to head to wherever, Timbuktu, where Dynamite is.
Is it whatever they're going to do? Yeah. They're hanging around. All right. Going to go TNT title match. So this is Adam Cole and Kyle Fletcher. Mark, who you got?
This is still on 0 hour.
No, this is main card. Main card switched with the 6-man tag.
Okay.
So
I was going to say, Jesus.
I should have said that. I should have said 0 Hour was only the Costco guys match and FTR and the Outrunners.
Okay. I don't know. The downfall is I don't know if I care. I like Adam. I do. But what has he done?
Yeah.
Right? It could be a different flair. But are we waiting for something with Adam to give him a showcase? Could it happen? Could this be a big surprise return of someone after American Gladiators who's had some time with both of a friend and an enemy? I'm hoping maybe. I'm going to take Adam, and it's going to set up for maybe a healthy Wardlow returns and gets his feet back in on this.
Okay. All right. I'm going Kyle because it's time. I think it's time for Kyle Fletcher to get a title because I think we didn't bring up ROH. ROH is happening as of recording tonight,
Right.
which you guys are hearing this tomorrow, so it'll be afterwards. You'll know the results. Takeshita is facing Bandito for the title. I feel like Takeshita is winning the ROH championship without knowing it.
Right.
So for me, I think Kyle has to win a championship to kind of match Takeshita winning it because Protoshita
analysis are taking over ROH.
Yeah, exactly. So Protoshita needs both members to have the title. So I think Kyle's going to get the TNT championship here. I like your perspective on this American Gladiator mystery, man. If you're not picking up the hints, where have you been for the past couple weeks to show up here? I think this is the pay-per-view for returns, but I feel like his return is built for a certain match later on in the night that has tons of them. Right? So I'm going to go Kyle Fletcher here.
I'd be all right with it. And you're right. Kyle has deserved a title for 5 years, even though he's been here 3, right?
100%.
I agree.
100%. All right.
If anything separates us, folks, by the way, this is why we kept this for the main event. I think we're going to be completely different on a lot.
We've already separated on 2, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 on 0 Hour, 1 here. So we'll see what happens. We're going to kind of switch gears, but not the 3-way for the World Tag Team Championships. So Hurt Syndicate, Patriarchy, Jet Speed. I didn't think anything was going to come of this. Then they added the Patriarchy, and I'm still like, I don't feel like anything's going to come of this. And then the Hurt Syndicate looked like they were jobbers. Excuse me, on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Bob's knee got attacked. Shelton got thrown to the wolves. But the attack on Bob's knee is what's kind of making me think there's something legitimately going on here where they have to take the titles off of them. And in thinking that, I have to pick the Patriarchy to take it and further that storyline along. Because I don't think Jet Speed was going to win this thing. But now that Christian Cage and Nick Wayne are involved, and Nick Wayne is the television champion for ROH, I think they could walk away with the tag titles, and it kind of makes sense right now. So I'm going to go Patriarchy.
Remember last December?
Do you remember? Okay.
It was September, that song. But
I know it was, but it was work.
And I said at some point that we're going to get a photo op for 5 seconds and And it's been continually teased. And I'm drawing circles now on the calendar. Continually teased. This would be another way of getting to if it's fucking December, again, when Cope and Christian come back together for one ta-da as tag champs, I think the patriarchy has to have the titles first. And then they're getting too much on Cage, and Cage needs a buddy. And maybe Cope is on this show too down the line. We'll talk about that in fucking about 5 minutes. But you don't get thrown in a random for no reason, right?
Well, I mean, you can politic your way into it.
Yeah, you could. But I think this is another kind of a split, you know. I don't know how it's working in my brain, but I completely agree. I don't think Mikey and Knight are getting the titles. I don't. It would have been Hurt from then on there. But I think there's more going on with the Hurt Syndicate. We have MJF to worry about. We have this. We have that.
Right.
There's a story built there that the titles mean nothing to the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah.
They are essentially placeholders where we could get this to catalyst another. I'm still riding this wave of fucking Adam and Christian are going to be tag champions sometime at the end of this year. 4 or 5 second fucking picture.
Yeah.
This is going to start it. This is going to be, and I don't know where it's going from here, but I think this is the start of it.
That's fair. So you're picking patriarchy.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough.
I don't know how to spell patriarchy. So I put Pat for both of us.
That's fair. All right. We have another match where we don't know who's involved because they don't announce it. We actually have 2 more of those, so we're going to get them done right now.
Yeah.
We got 2 more of these happening. So we're going to start with the women's. Right now, it's only known that Chris Statlander's in it, as well as Megan Bayne. They are 1 and 2.
Right.
Mark, who are you picking to win this match? Who are you picking to be surprised with, but who are you picking to win it?
Cora Jade.
Okay.
Not my pick. That's
right. You're surprised the Elena Black play in that. Yeah.
Yes. Along with maybe some returnings as well that were just cut from NXT as well. B. Priestley maybe comes back. I know she was like an AEW original from way back in the day, but she's been cut. I know Isla's out there as well, kind of working TNA, maybe not working TNA, doing some indie stuff, not doing indie stuff. She could fit the mold too. Alea Black is definitely the one that I think shows up without a doubt. Like I would put another can of beer on that one. Without a doubt, she shows up. Who wins? I do like Megan Bayne for this. I do. I know you're a stat fan, but listen, she's been washed over a few times. I hope they give these 2 a good 5 to 7 minutes to actually do something before they start just rattling people into this match.
Yeah.
And I think the women have more than the guys. Because remember, this could be 1 trillion people until you get a fucking pinfall, right?
Right.
I think there's more women than men come out. So I'm going to take Megan.
You're going to take Megan?
Yeah.
That's fair.
She lasts a long time.
I will say I agree with you that there's going to be more women in this match to enter, and I think there's going to be more surprises for women that enter. A couple names that popped to mind. You were playing off the NXT releases. I'm going to play off WWE. Shotzi's probably going to show up here. I know she's got a date with the Indie God, Matt Cardona. Indie God versus Indie God. I think that's going to be playing into this weekend. That helps further solidify it. I also think Ruby Soho is going to show up at some point. We haven't seen her in a long time in AEW. She's had a baby. She's a mother now, etc. But I know she's been kind of getting ready to get back to the ring. So I think that could happen as well. In terms of who wins this, I'm shooting in the dark. I'm picking a needle out of a haystack at this point because I think, to your point, Megan would make sense as the person who would win this, come out on top. Chris is obviously somebody that's deserving and somebody that we've wanted to get a women's world championship title shot. However, there's one woman here that is still in the company that probably is going to be in the main event. That's probably got history with Mercedes at this point.
Is she on my tattoo sleeve?
I don't think she's on your tattoo sleeve. You're pointing to somebody. I don't know who you're pointing to because I can't see it. But she's had a street fight with Stat. I think Willow's taking this match, and Willow's going to win the Casino Gauntlet match.
Willow is definitely not on my tattoo sleeve.
I didn't think she was. Who were you pointing at?
I was pointing at Britt. Because could Britt pull a Lex Luger?
She could pull a Luger, but I also think she's also
Not the same
done.
day, I understand that.
Yeah. But she's also done with AEW.
I know.
So I don't think she's pulling the Lex Luger. I don't think she's showing up in Texas. I think she's going to be as far away from Texas as she can. She may be even in Australia at that point. Who knows? I think Britt is done. Britt's out, and she's washed her hands of AEW. If she shows
Britt
up,
may have washed her hands of wrestling as well.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
We teased Evolution, this, that, and the other thing. I don't know. Now that you've made it this far in it, and you're like, I just wanted to hear Evolution. If you stuck and stayed,
excuse me,
I don't know. I don't know if Britt's 100%.
Yeah.
And she's doing a lot of other cool things.
She's got a lot on her plate. She's found a way to fill the gap.
Netflix fucking documentary anymore, and Cobra Khan and everything.
Yeah. She may have found her niche at that point.
I like the Willow pick though.
I think Willow makes sense for this. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
We doing the men's now?
We're doing the men's now. I also went through my beer, so that was pretty quick.
It's a
we're on Magic Hat now. Yeah, you probably shouldn't save glass for the end of this. All right, men's Casino Gauntlet match. We know Briscoe's number 1. We know MJF's number 2. We also know Mystico is in this. Obviously, I should probably cut back on the beer because I couldn't pronounce.
Are they going to sing? Do you think they're going to sing like they did at AAA for?
Yes. I would hope they do. I would hope the crowd at All In does. Also, speaking of singing, we're going off track now. Did you see AEW posted?
I have 3 beers in front of me, but I had one prior to Jenks coming on. He's now 4 fucking beers on podcast.
3 empties and 1 full in front of me. Did you see AEW posted karaoke videos? If you haven't, it's on TikTok. Will Ospreay and Bryan Danielson singing Backstreet Boys. I Want It That Way. Fantastic.
I need to see that.
Then you also get Konosuke Takeshita singing Friday's the One I'm in Love With, The Cure, if you like that song. So those 2 are out there. The Ospreay and Danielson one, chef's kiss. They're doing great on that one.
I need to see that now. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right. Anyways, we're coming back. Men's Casino Gauntlet match. I think it's my pick. So I think there's going to be less participants in this.
Yeah.
I think there's fewer surprises. I think Wardlow's one of those surprises that we've been kind of hinting around at. Maybe Cope shows up in this as like a veteran presence around this to get him back into it. I think there's another return that's not happening in this match, but it's happening in the main event.
We'll
That
hold it then.
we are holding it. I'm just preferencing that there's a third man who I think you guys might be thinking about, could be coming out here, but honestly, it's probably in the main event. If I have to pick a winner, though, I do think this is still MJF sneaking a victory out of this.
Without a doubt, yes, he's going to. This only might be 7 people, Jenks.
100%.
This might only be 7 people.
I think they have to have a gauntlet that only goes 5.
Yeah.
5 to 7, because they keep saying it could end at any time, but they've never done
They've
that.
gotten to 15 or more.
20 or yeah, exactly.
I think this needs to be MJF's stealing a victory. Like, him and Briscoe go for 3 minutes.
Yep.
People start coming in. MJF does the whole hide for a little bit.
Yeah.
Or is injured on the outside. Like, there's going to be shenanigans around this. But once he sees the spot, Diamond 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, this is built for MJF, I thought.
100%. Yeah, I don't think it's getting past that. I also think the Hurt Syndicate's getting involved in this at some capacity. I think if it's not Bob and Shelton, then it's MVP that's going to be in there cracking cane on people's heads and all of that stuff to just get MJF that victory.
Yeah.
So
that's probably the easiest one to pick tonight.
I think that was the easiest one to pick for the night. All right. We got to go Swerve and Ospreay versus the Young Bucks. Who do you have?
I'd be a fool not to pick Swerve and Ospreay, right?
Would you though?
I don't like. I know you threw that back just because you have like these mega points, but I think that we might see Hangman twice. Maybe he helps his friend out, and then this match is right before his match, and he's just out there, and like it just continues to roll into so much.
Yeah.
Like it just rolls. What do the Young Bucks get out of this?
I mean, the obvious one is Swerve and Ospreay don't contend for the world title for a year.
Right. I don't know if AEW's built for that.
That's fair.
Those are your 2 biggest. We love MJF. We love a lot of these people that we named. There's no fucking Ospreay should have been champion a while ago. Can we go another year without Will being champion? It better be some good fucking stories. Then I know we can carry a story with a paper bag or my pen that doesn't work. I understand that. I as the goddamn 5-year-old wrestling fan, this match, I cannot give it up on Swerve and Ospreay because of that. There's sometimes I'm like, oh, this is easy to pick. I can't let this go because I don't want to let this go.
Yeah.
Because I want Ospreay and whomever in 2 months to go. And I also want Swerve and fucking Hangman. Spoiler, next month.
That's fair. I'm going to go Founding Fathers.
You motherfucker.
Here's why.
No, I don't want to know why. So
Well, you know what? You might not.
You're taking Hangman and Swerve off of the fucking table for a year.
First of all, I'm taking Ospreay and Swerve off the table for a fucking year. Well, yeah, that match for Hangman. Yes, because Ospreay and Swerve are the What was it? Oh,
that was me putting my beer down hard that I didn't like it.
Just unreal. Ospreay and Swerve have a program together now because of Ospreay putting the stipulation on the table, the Young Bucks accepting it, Swerve reluctantly being part of this whole thing. Now it gives us a catalyst for Swerve versus Ospreay for the next 4 months, 4 to 6 months of just pure Swerve is just pissed off because he had to do this. And now he's lost the right to challenge for the title. B, we had a reconciliation of sorts with Swerve and Hangman in which they both agreed and they both said, listen, bygones be bygones at some capacity. Hangman needs his help. Swerve is like, okay, fine, we're moving forward. You shake your head no.
Oil and water don't mix when you as soon as we put them together.
It doesn't matter.
That's the same as this. It
doesn't matter. You have now guaranteed Hangman potentially a victory. I think this sets up Ospreay and Swerve for a series of matches. It leaves
which will
the
be
Young
fucking
Bucks
phenomenal.
Agreed, 100%. And that's probably why I'm picking it. The Young Bucks still remain in power because technically they're going to be EVPs whether the gimmick says so or not. So they're still going to be in the role. I think also the world title picture will be stacked depending on who your champion is. And with MJF already lingering with a title shot that we just predicted, there's no fit for Swerve and Ospreay right now. There is a fit for Swerve and Ospreay to meet in the Owen Hart Tournament Finals next year to determine the All-In challenger. And that's probably what's going to happen. This tag team you're seeing Saturday afternoon, July 12th, against the Young Bucks will be at 5:55, whatever it is, will be your Owen Hart Tournament Finals, barring injury next year. Because that is when they can enter back into the world title picture. Is whoever wins that gets a world title shot after the year moratorium on it. So I think the Young Bucks win this.
I hate your pick. Absolutely.
I know you do, and you can hate it all you want.
But it's great. It's great long-term booking. It's Tony booking. It really is.
Tony has come a long way this year. I don't know what happened in February, but Tony has been booking solid since February.
Yeah, he has.
And I don't see any reason why that stops here.
I'm just being a fucking fanboy.
I know you are.
A mark, and I want Ospreay to have it already.
Listen, I do too.
But I guess it's like Heinz ketchup. You have to wait.
You have to wait. You have to wait so you can get through those 56 varieties to get the 57th one.
Right. Because it's that good.
Never in my life have I heard Heinz ketchup used in that term.
But we're on the same page. So
we are. I mean, we are. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're wrong.
Well, I hope I'm
say
right.
when MJF's title shot is going to be.
It's because it's the Christian rule. He can cash it in whenever the hell he wants.
Right.
So, all right.
And we still have. Is Darby showing up?
Who knows? He might show up in the main event. Who the hell knows anymore?
He's supposed to be the next champion.
Is he, though?
Or, go ahead. What's your next match, Sir Buckwheat?
All right. Side note, not wrestling related. There's a video comparing there's on TikTok where they said these two videos are exactly the same vibe or whatever. And it's basically JoJo Siwa singing the same song as Buckwheat Eddie Murphy off of SNL was singing, and it's the same goddamn video I've ever seen. I'll have to find it and send it to you because it's
Please
fucking
do.
hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Anyways, unified championship, international title, continental championship, Okada, Omega, my God in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Go.
Pause.
Go.
It is your turn to pick first. It is your turn to pick first. What are we calling this new title next Wednesday when it's presented to them?
I have no idea. What do we call it? Is it the international championship?
Because if it's not the Continental Classic again, we've ruined one of the best things AEW has in the spring start of summer.
Yeah.
We all love the Continental Classic. We love that because it's melee. It's craziness. We love that tournament.
It's a great way to end the year.
But if we're going to put them together, are we carrying two belts? Or are we creating a new one?
They created a new one. So I think it's one new belt. I think you have to keep the Continental Classic moniker for it.
Yeah.
Because I agree with you. The Continental Classic is as AEW as you can get, as well as the Casino Gauntlet matches, because I think those are fantastic AEW matches.
Right.
So I think the Continental Classic is one of those things that keeps you watching through the holiday season. So I would hope they're keeping that.
Right. The International has been 6 different titles within itself.
It has been, and it has been phenomenal every variation.
It has. It really has, but we can wean away.
What the hell was it called before the international title? What was it called? Because it was something else, wasn't it? It was like the
Orange Cassidy Championship.
European, yeah. Well, it was before that. It was because it was Pac, Miro, Malachi, and somebody, Clark Connors. But what the fuck did they call it? I can't remember if they called it that back then.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It wasn't international. I remember that. If you guys remember, email us.
CanCrusher69@gmail.com.
Or you can call us at 814-299-6687.
And get your Can Crusher, ask Can Crusher's question in because that's coming up.
It's the end of July, I believe.
Yeah.
End of July.
Not next week. But you can start getting them in.
Get them in, but end of July.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't forget www.shop.com is in the show notes as well as our merch.
Yeah, and collar and elbow. Use Can Crush. You get a discount on that merchandise as well. And you can hear us anywhere. So, all right, we covered all the bases. Good job. All right. Back to the pick. I don't have a strong opinion on this. I'm going to say that out front. Because I'm coming into this as a true, I just want to see these two beat the shit out of each other for 60 minutes and plus. Because I'm hoping it goes 65, 70 minutes. We
probably won't talk to each other during this match.
100%. There's no conversation happening during this match. Because at this match is one you take in and you don't talk during.
Minimal notes next week. It'll all be in memory.
Minimal notes. This is professional wrestling 101. I'm going to go Omega because I think the Callis family is just a ploy in this. I don't think they're giving Okada the championship for 2+ years, and I think Kenny's going to get his comeuppance. I will say this is the most uncertain about a pick I have ever had. Because I would not be mad if this goes to Okada because I think it could. But I'm going Omega.
Pen? Kenny for you?
Yeah.
Pen? Kenny for me.
Okay.
Because I think within the next little bit, Okada's not around anymore. This is a farewell. He's been waiting to do this match, and I think it's maybe a year late, and he's been nice with Tony. He's minimally on TV.
Yeah.
Nothing against Okada. He's great. We love him. We do. We love his whole shtick here in AEW. I don't know if he was meant to be here this long. And I think this is Kenny getting a win. We see Okada linger. And then the Callis family lets him ride off. It's AEW as well.
Yeah.
It's Kenny's organization.
Yep.
He gets, I'm not saying the last laugh. He gets the last comeuppance. And I don't know if Kenny has this long.
I don't know how long Kenny has to wrestle in general. Now, to your point, though, is Okada retiring, or is he just going back to Japan to wrestle?
Maybe very part-time, both.
Yeah.
Listen, neither one of these guys are fresh chickens. I don't want to use young bucks because I've used that way too many times.
Yeah.
You know, the cane's coming out for both of them, and Kenny has had so much in the last 2 years that maybe Okada was like, all right, get your ass together. We'll do it one more time. And then call me in a year. Maybe we'll do something again.
Right.
That you need me as a partner for a one-off or da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
I think this was supposed to happen last year.
I think it was. I think Okada was on a 1-year deal. And then he extended it just to be
handshake, wait till Kenny gets back, and let's do this the proper way. Is it going to be great? I don't know if it's 8 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago. I will guarantee you, though, we talk about it in December.
100%. 100%.
Don't criticize this match. This is something that a lot of people in America has not seen.
Yep.
It should be fucking fabulous.
What they'll see is a 5-star classic. And you're like, well, wait a minute. Now, Mark just said it's not going to be what it was 8 years ago. Well, 8 years ago, when subsequent matches were 6.25, 6 3/4, 7-star matches, they broke the Meltzer scale.
Right.
This is going to be a 5-star classic. That's not even on par for those, but it's going to blow people's minds in America. This is what AEW was built on, was these type of matches, the possibility of these type of matches. It's not that Meltzer loves the Young Bucks. It's not that. It's that there's AEW is the professional wrestling company first, entertainment second. WWE is the entertainment first, professional wrestling second. The flip of each other, the counterculture of each other. But this is the showcase of what AEW was built on.
This match.
This whole concept between
2017,
these two.
this is when this match was thought about.
Yep, 100%.
It was.
It was. There's nothing else to say on it because this is AEW. This match happened 2017. 2 years later, AEW came into existence with the thought of we will be putting these type of matches on.
Yep.
And there's only been a select handful of these matches since then, and one included Ospreay and Kenny. a lot have included just Osprey in them in general. But
Right.
this is the crux of what AEW has been built on.
Yeah. So sit back and enjoy it. It will be the last time.
Yes. 100%.
So it's all Kenny. And again,
It's all-
Kenny wins this. It could be Wednesday night he loses this
exactly.
to Ricochet.
To Ricochet, whoever it is. Yep.
Which is a great pick, by the way, off the top of my head, because
Yeah.
he could run with it then.
He could. He absolutely could. And it would make sense if he wins it.
Yeah. I would hate to follow this match.
I would too.
Even if it's the main event, I would hate to follow this match.
That's why I think this match is before a gauntlet match. Because I think they could just throw whatever. People will get popped because Elena Black comes out, or if it's a men's, Wardlow comes out, the return's going to pop them versus the actual match itself.
Yeah, agreed.
But that's not the order we're predicting things in.
And if it's first, fuck, you just killed your card.
Fuck the pay-per-view at that point. Because until it gets to the Texas death match, it's not.
Nothing against any. I'm excited to see all this shit.
Yeah.
You put this first, and then you have the ops against.
Well, and that's the thing. I think if you put this first, then you put the ops versus Death Riders. Then you got to throw Cole and Fletcher, and just to get the taste out of your mouth, you got to put the tag titles into it.
Right.
And then you go to Swerve and Ospreay, which will blow up the house, and then you throw the gauntlet matches in there.
Yeah. Go ahead. What do you got next?
All right.
We just got emotional over that match, by the way.
Before that, which gauntlet match is first on the card? Women's or men's? This isn't I just want to get your opinion on it.
I honestly hope it's the men's.
Yeah.
Quick and easy. 7 people in, 7 people out. I think the women have more. I really do. It might not be great. I'm more excited in the women's match of the Whom.
Yeah.
The Who does not do anything in a men's match for me because they've already told us the winner.
100%. There's nobody else that's gonna.
We don't know the winner of the women.
The women could be anybody.
Right.
Fair enough. All right. I'm saying women, by the way. I'll throw it out there.
You're going the other way. You think women
I think women are first because I think they'll just showcase a lot more women early on in the card because the next match we're going to predict is late in the card and they're going to separate the two.
Touche.
So AEW Women's World Championship, which has been booked amazingly so far between Mercedes Moné, Toni Storm. I went first last time. Who you got here?
Oh, I want them both to win. Yeah. I really do because this is. I'm giving spoilers away. This has been for me.
Yeah.
At the beginning, I'm like, man, I don't know. Nothing against Mercedes, but Tony will carry the verbal part of this. Mercedes has stepped up. Mercedes has stepped the fuck up. This will be talked about in December for feud of the year and this, that, and the other. It's been that good. I do want Mercedes to have 97 titles. I really want her to come to IWC and get that title and go to Asylum. I want her to have the most titles ever in 1 year by a woman. But Tony's carried this company for fucking 3 years. Nothing against Mercedes. I want Tony to run with this. Mercedes doesn't need this next title. Tony will work with Megan Bayne. Tony will work with Willow and make it make sense. I don't know if Mercedes is. When does she start dropping these? Just because she's got this one, does she have to drop all the other ones now? I don't know. Mercedes has been getting a leg up in my eyes, which means Tony is ready for the big win. Find a way. This is the hardest one for me to pick. But I'm going to go Mercedes. Because of everything I said. And she's probably one of the biggest signings AEW has ever had. To give her, look what I've done here since I left WWE.
Yeah.
And that sounds sad the way I've said it.
Yeah. It's accurate. All in Texas was built as Mercedes homecoming or like comeuppance or middle finger to WWE. I don't need you to be successful. I have to pick Mercedes here too. Because I agree, Toni Storm has been the rock of the AEW women's division, and she will continue to be the rock of the AEW women's division. But Mercedes, you signed her for a reason. And this is your biggest money match in AEW women's history. You're going to give the title to 5-title Monet at this point.
Yep.
Would I love Tony to keep it? Absolutely.
Right, I would.
But I don't see the path forward for Tony. What I do see for Mercedes is a date with Destiny with Willow that puts Willow in the women's AEW Women's Championship picture and potentially with the title on her waist. And that's why I picked her in the Casino Gauntlet match. And that's why I'm saying it here. At some point late this year, early next year, Willow is going to be the one to dethrone Mercedes.
So minimum 6 months. 5-6 months.
Minimum 5-6 months. World's End or beyond.
Okay. Because I don't have nothing against Megan. Love Megan. Love Megan from OVW days. I don't have somebody from Mercedes next.
Yeah.
Tony could have built in. I'm going Mercedes. I'm not changing him. I'm not doing swippity swap right now. Tony has the whole roster that she's intermingled with.
Mm-hmm.
If it's Willow and Tony, yeah, that's happened.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Good one. If it's Tony and Bayne, they've looked at each other. If it's somebody else out of that roster, say it's, oh my God, Thunder Rosa comes back in this whole thing. All right. For Mercedes, and I know we said she's gone, but there's always Twitter, and it's happened, and we hated the match. Is it a rekindling of Britt then? That's the only thing built in. Unless as it's Willow. Because that's a forced, and I'm not saying forced, but forced title shot because she won it. There's nothing naturally for Mercedes after she wins today. Tony has natural shit already set up. It's a complete reset once Monet wins today.
Right. But
good, bad, or ugly.
To that point, maybe it needs a reset.
Touche.
So,
because the best thing recently has been Mariah May and Toni Storm.
Right.
We have to forget about that.
And Toni Storm can certainly chase the title as well as the best of them.
She can, but she loses. I think Toni is well deserved to be off for 6 months. Her and Juice go juicing it up. And then she makes a big return for something really cool.
That's true. Juice storm and then come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. All right. It's time. Oh, it's time. It's time for Texas Deathmatch AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I'm glad they acknowledged it on AEW Dynamite this past week that they did have a Texas Deathmatch before.
Right?
But now there's two separate.
But
This is a whole separate thing.
But it only took 6 months for them to recognize that they've done this.
Yeah, exactly. They haven't done this before until now.
Oh, shit. We did do this.
We did do this. We forgot about it. But hey, all right. So this, I think I'm I'm first out the gate here.
You are.
This is the fucking, we've been calling it, and we're going to continue calling it that. This is the Avengers level fucking match of the night because they had to make it Texas Death so that they could get 25 people into this contest at once.
Yep.
Bloodline
rules.
Bloodline rules. You thought Anarchy in the Arena was something. You thought WrestleMania 40 was something. This is going to blow this shit out of the water, basically, because these two are going to try to murder each other, and then there's going to be 10 people for each of them try to come in and save you.
Minimum.
Absolute minimum. This is going to boil down to who hits the last shot, right? So it's going to boil down. You're going to have the Bucks. You're going to have every member of the Black, whatever the fuck they're called now, the Dark,
BCC,
whatever, the BCC Death Riders. That's what I was looking for. Every member of the Death Riders. Then you're going to have for Hangman the Ops. You're going to have Will Ospreay. You're going to have, well, apparently Swerve at this point. Will Swerve help Adam for the greater cause, even though earlier in the night he may have lost his chance at the World Championship? They kind of made up on Collusion Thursday night before this match. My thought is that there is nothing but blood, guts, massacre, a chain to hang somebody with, and a whole lot of Deathly Hallows happening in this match, to put it lightly. You thought Swerve and Hangman was something? Wait till you see Hangman and Mox, because these two are going to be bleeding like pigs all over the place. My pick for this match.
I'm leaning in.
My pick is Hangman Adam Page, because you don't have the last true babyface in your company lose this level of a match ever. They have to realize Hangman is the only babyface that can take down Moxley. It's not Darby, who just climbed Everest and came back down. It's not Swerve. It's not Ospreay, because you wouldn't put them in a match where they could lose the World Championship opportunity for a year. It's Hangman. The people love the hanger. Hangman Adam Page beats Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship, and we see that big, bold, gold, beautiful belt again.
Where's it at again?
Texas?
They do cowboy shit in Texas?
You know, I think they do cowboy shit in Texas.
They do? Again?
They do.
So there's gonna be a lot of big belt buckles hanging around, and cowboy boots.
How about a lot of cowboy shit happening?
Chaps,
little bow ties,
Spurs.
Yeah,
San Antonio Spurs might be. David Robinson might be there.
He might be.
Troy
Aikman. Maybe Tim Duncan shows up.
Without a doubt, in my fucking heart of hearts, from when Hangman walked in, very first Casino Battle Royal, to now, this is his match. This is his match. Without a doubt. The downfall of this, ready? And I think this is going to piss a lot of people off. There's going to be blood, guts, dismemberment. It's going to be like a small package that wins this match. After the fucking million people, it's going to be a Royal Rumble at some point. And I know I'm crossing lines.
Yeah. Well, you're wearing the shirt, so it makes sense.
Oh, shit. You're right. Yeah. After everything that happens, it's going to be a simple wrestling moves that wins this match. And I really think it's going to end with a small package. I don't know why. I've seen things recently between airplanes and other things, and go back and listen to the first couple minutes of this podcast. Some people are still on my nerves, actually. I'll have to make a phone call after we're done doing this. But
I'm not holding any. Is there anything?
I don't think I should be making any phone calls right now after 5 beers. Without a doubt, because Mox has done what he can do.
Yeah.
The story is getting a little dry for me. Let him take a break. Let the Death Riders ride off in a while. Maybe we don't have Death Riders anymore. It would be all right for you to get a haircut and come back.
No, that fucking thing needs to go down to his fucking chest at this point.
And do some cool stuff. But we've already predicted MJF is number 1. There's your build-in for Hangman for number 1.
Yep.
That's awesome. Darby's on his way. And I know I keep looking, and Tony books way differently than we predict. And that's why we love it. But it's time. It's time for the big gold to come back. It's big time Hangman time. It really is that. Who's the big surprise in this? We've already said Wardlow. We've said Cope. Does Cope show up in this match?
No, I think the big surprise in this match is the man that is singing karaoke right now, and that's been popping up in Mexico for the past 3 weeks. It's the man. I think Bryan Danielson shows up and just screws Moxley over. This is the time for the comeuppance for the BCC.
Is this Danielson ready for another match?
I think Danielson's ready for one more match.
And he rides out after Mox.
Yep. I think he gets one more shot at Mox.
I like it. I like it a lot.
I love it.
So, yeah.
Hanger.
How is shit's going to go crazy at 1:30 in the morning in Perth or wherever?
Yeah, I was going to say, because luckily we get it at 5:30, 6 o'clock. Yeah. Thankfully.
It's still going to be late. I mean, it starts at 3.
Yeah, it's going to be probably 7:30. I'm betting 6:37.
So you think it's over before Saturday night's main event starts?
Yeah, I think they go. So they usually go about 4.5 hours. So I think 7:30 is when it wraps.
How many people are going to watch the presser and not watch Saturday night's main event?
I think majority of AEW fans, depending on how AEW goes, I might watch the presser. Depending on how All In goes through, the presser might be pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah. Is this a reset for AEW? Because go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I'm going by your booking because you're taking Swerve and Ospreay off for a year. giving it to Hangman, which is yes. Mercedes to reset the women. MJF always lingers, which is never a reset, but a reset within itself. Patriarch, new tag champs. Kyle, a champ. And Big Boom wins to start the whole thing off. Is this a big reset for AEW to say this is actually not that they've been trailing in 2025 in our eyes or anything like this, but this is when we restart?
I think
next year.
I think it's the WrestleMania-esque moment for them. It's where everything resets, everything moves forward.
Returns, debuts.
We're getting the ball rolling at this point.
Is All Out as big?
No.
Agreed.
I think this is the biggest they're going to get this year. All Out will be a normal pay-per-view, and then we'll have subsequent pay-per-views after that.
Yeah. How many do we differ on this one? One?
We had a lot, actually.
2, 3. No, we have 3 on this one.
That's more than we usually have. Usually we have one.
One, FTR, Kyle, Willow, Swerve, and Ospreay.
So I got 4.
Yeah, 4. Very minimal on the main event. And 1 on Evolution.
All In's done.
Seems like a retain is set up for you, essentially.
I'm not saying that because All In is unpredictable. So that can go either way. I think Evolution was very much one-sided, but I don't think no, because
Evolution's decided if
we have
Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah, and in the Battle Royal, I chose Stephanie, you chose Chelsea.
Yeah, and it's gonna be I don't know.
It's probably going to be Ivy Nile or something like that at that point.
Right.
Who the fuck knows? It's not going to be anybody we picked.
Right. Piper Nevin's going to win this.
Yeah, that could be it too. So we have options out here.
We have 3 fucking pay-per-views we're doing, essentially, in one weekend.
3 pay-per-views. So really,
we've never done that before.
We haven't. This is unprecedented territory. I think All In sets the tone, though, because with the 4 matches there, who takes that is in the lead. Saturday night's main event, it all rides on the World Heavyweight Championship.
Right.
And then Evolution could be, we had what, 1?
I'm not counting the Battle Royal. Listen, I'm counting it on paper. If
you don't want to count, you're shooting in the dark with the Battle Royal. You don't know what you're getting.
If first match Charlotte and Alexa win, essentially I won.
Until Stephanie wins that one, and then I tie you, and nobody wins it.
Right.
I honestly, full disclosure, think we're going 1-1-1.
I do too.
I don't think neither of us escapes with 2 wins.
No, I don't either. It's been 2.5 hours. Imagine that.
Talking wrestling. Yeah, I know. Imagine that.
What do you got going on this week? Buckwheat
this week has not a lot going on.
NCAA then.
NCAA joining Charlie in solidarity in terms of teeth getting, and then
wait. Are you going to the dentist? Is that what you're telling me?
I have to go to the dentist on Monday for a couple hours to get some popped. So instead of popping
your
tags,
wisdom teeth finally? Do you have your wisdom teeth?
No, I'm just old and teeth need to come out. So
I just do that myself. Drink a 5th of Jack and just.
Well, I've done it myself, and I prefer to get them professionally pulled at this point.
I've never done that. Jesus, I get a paper cutting them down for a week.
So I'll be joining Charlie in solidarity on Monday. Outside of that is working and getting ready for the Moon Mammoths next weekend. That's where I'm at. So what are you up to?
To piggyback the whole dentist thing with you real quick, fill you in a little conversation what happened this week, and we were just talking about, things that could occur and yada yada yada. She says, well, if we'd ever get robbed, I'd have to kick some ass because you'd be running. I didn't disagree with her.
You're going to tell me you don't have an 8-pound sledge ready to go right now? Do you know? Okay. Kimberly makes fun of me for this, but I have a fucking bat in each room of the house just in case.
Too. I clearly
you have a baseball bat in the bedroom,
every room,
baseball bat in the spare room.
I was taking it as we were walking from like a bar to the car or something like that way, not in the house. In the house, I'm prepared. I have shit hidden. I'm ready to go. I know where it's at.
You're gonna run outside. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Here's why I'm not going to run that fast, so I might as well stay in the fight.
I'm sorry.
I just saying. There's not a lot of fastness going on over here for me, so I'm going to stay. I might as well stay and fight at that point.
I asked her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm tougher than you." At least we know there are fucking places in this right now.
Listen, Kimberly's 100 times tougher than me. Don't let her demeanor fool you. She is 100 times tougher than me.
I'm not doubting that either. I love you, brother.
Fair. 100% fair. But I'm also dumb enough to stay and fight and hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a Glock against our baseball bat.
Bat's going to win.
Bat's going to win. For me this week, besides that, I don't know. Nothing. I have a building day off because I'm told to have a building day off this week because of so many hours. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take off next Friday. They're like, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't wish I was at work. Probably. I don't know. That's a lie. I will play a lot of college football. That's my goal this week. I don't have a lot of things going on. Unlike this week, I have a plus a week. I need to get 1 year of the dynasty done. If I have a goal this week, pretty shitty goal as a 48-year-old man.
That's a good goal. That's a good goal. Don't start that. That's a relaxing goal. Right. Until you get frustrated at it.
Sir Maximus has to go to the spa. So that's there you go. That's it.
Nice. Very nice.
And now he's parading around because
I was going to say, I heard him. He say his name and he appears.
He appears. I love you. We'll talk for the next 24 hours.
We definitely will, at least for 48, because we got some pay-per-views to get through. So,
yeah, and then maybe there's some football or tough man that we can share as well.
Oh, God, I cannot wait for this stuff, man. I have to find this.
Remember, just because you're trash doesn't mean you can't do great things.
You're a garbage can, not a garbage cannot. Make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them.
Because you never know.
Whoop, whoop.